One morning, Thomas the the tank engine, was complaining as usual to the other engines. "I spend my time pushing and pulling your coaches for you to take on long journeys, and I don't go on those journeys." "Why?" "But what about your branch line, Thomas?" "What branch line? I barely pull those two nagging-faced coaches in this show." "You're true." And the other engines laughed. "Well, why can't I go on those kinds of journeys too?" "Well, because you're Thomas. You'd be sure to screw it up, like a certain red engine." "Hey! Blasphemy! I'll teach you." "But how?" he said, because he was too stupid to come up with a plan of his own. One night, he was alone with Polar Express. Polar Express was ill. The men worked hard, but he couldn't get better.
Wait a minute. Workmen doing actual work? It's the apocalypse, I tell you!
"What are you doing here, Devolstinator? Get out of here!"
Aw, I've been waiting all week to say that. One day. One day, I says!
Anyway, next morning, Polar Express was still ill. Thomas thought, "If Polar Express was ill, perhaps I shall pull his train." And he went off to find the coaches. Come along, you coaches."
There's plenty of time. There's plenty of time.
"Time? What the heck do you know about time?" "Meh, I don't really care." Thomas then pushed the coaches to the platform 2 hours early. Whoa, wait a minute. "What the heck, Thomas? The train is supposed to be ready at 10 o'clock. "It's 8 o'clock! Then Sir Topham Hatt came to see what was the matter. "So your train is here early, you say?" "Sorry, sir. I guess I was just very excited about this train." "Well, then, we'll just wait here and let Polar Express get here when it's time for him to take this train." 2 hours later. "Yay! I'm finally better!"
No, you're not.
Dang it. "Find another engine." "There's only Thomas." "Wait, Thomas? You don't have any jobs today?" "No, you haven't given me any jobs for the past 2 weeks." "Oh, well, you'll have to take this train then, Thomas. Be quick now." "Okie dokie, sir." So Thomas went back, turned around, and then back to the station again. "Don't be impatient now, Thomas. Wait till everything is ready." But Thomas was too excited to listen. What happened then, no one knows. Maybe they forgot to couple Thomas to the coaches like idiots, or perhaps the driver pulled the throttle by mistake like an idiot. Either way, Thomas started without his train. People waved and shouted, but he didn't stop like an idiot. "Oh, I knew we shouldn't have trusted him." "They're waving because I'm such a splendid engine." "Hey, that's my phrase. What the heck? Nobody asked you, James." Ugh. "They all say it's hard to pull the Express, but I think it's easy." Man, there's a lot of people here. It's nice of them to wave. "Thank you." Then he saw a signal set at danger. "Darn it, I have to stop. We were going so nicely too. What a piece of junk signals are." He whistled impatiently. The signalman ran up. "Hello, Thomas. What are you doing here?" "I'm pulling a train, stupid. Can't you see?" Thomas, you might want to look behind you." "Huh?" "Holy moly! I've left my train behind! Well, this is just the opposite of great. Now I gotta go back and get my train again." This is embarrassing. Back at the station, everyone argued with Sir Topham Hatt about what a bad railway it was. Typical. This is the worst railway ever. I'm gonna go back home and tell everyone I know to never come here, even just for train rides. Ever. Dang, if that happens, I'll be out of a job. And if that happens, we'll all end up like this guy.
Change! You got change! Come on, have a guy over here! Come on, change!
Why do I ask for these jokes? Then Thomas came back, and when they saw how sad he was, they decided to forget all about the typical arguments. He was then coupled to the train, and this time, he really pulled it. He was smoothly cruising along the main line when he suddenly went into a siding. What the? I'm going to be more late than I already am. What's the meaning of this? Just then, a big red express engine rushed past. Goodness me! Who's that? He went to the station to find out that the red engine was Alton Hall, the Hogwarts Express. Thomas was surprised to see him.
There! You finally got an Alton Hall appearance. You happy? Now please stop asking if he'll appear in the show. Thank you for your time.
Oh my gosh, you're Alton Hall from the Harry Potter movies. Well, hello. Do you have my passengers? Yes, I do. Okay then, they'll just come on board. After the passengers got on the Hogwarts Express, he left, and Thomas went on home. Next day, the other engines teased him about his journey.
Look, there's Thomas who wanted to pull his own train, but forgot about the passengers.
Yeah, what kind of idiot would do that? Yeah, well, I'm at the Hogwarts Express.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I guess you could say the moment was full of magic.